Hi student, today I want to continue the lesson. There's an exercise, force and also the motion. So I want to discuss about the 11.4 and also the overall this topic, the exercise I passed to you. So let me start together. Okay, this question, they ask about the inertia. What means of inertia? So now we go to answer. Inertia is the keyword is a tendency. That means they do want to change of an object to maintain. Okay, they want to maintain the original state, then the tendency to change the another position. So this one we call it inertia. Okay, number 2, we need to tick which one is a factor. Okay, will affect the inertia magnitude. So there's a mass. Mass is related with the inertia. Okay, then we go to third question. This is one of the activity they want to show about the inertia. Okay, first one, the coin that will fall when you jerk the cardboard faster. So that's one they say they fall into the glass when the cardboard just pull. So the inference, what of the coin that maintain the original state, sure is the inertia of the coin. Okay, they want to maintain the state, means they do want to move together with the cardboard. Then after that they will drop into the glass due to the gravitational force. Okay, B is when the car they stop abstractly, suddenly they stop. Then the driver, you find it, they launch forward. That means they cannot immediately stop together with the car. So from here they say what? The attempt to maintain the forward motion of the driver. So should be the inertia. Also same the inertia for the driver. They cannot exactly to change the position. So that's why they want to maintain the original state. Number 3, the situation also the same. They say the books. Okay, now the boat is at the middle. Okay, you want to take the boat faster. So if you take slowly, sure all the boat will fall down. So they must pull out quickly. Then the other boat will fall vertically. So from here, which one inertia? Your hand inertia or the boat? Normally is the object you want to move it. So that's the inertia of the books. Above tend to resist the change of their stationary state. That means the tendency to change. They want to maintain the original state. What's the original state? The original state is the stationary. Okay, now we go to number 4. We need to tick one, which one is an example for inertia for your daily life. Okay, first one, the student unable to push the car. This one is related with the force. Okay, we didn't talking about push the car. You never move too high mass, so that one is cannot move it. If your handbrake is never put down, they also cannot go to move. Okay, this one is not related. We go and see the B. The aircraft that require the long runway to taking off the land. Yes, this one they take the long runway because they cannot stop immediately and also cannot lift up immediately. So this one should be the inertia. Okay, the second one is the spinning of the weight umbrella quickly drop. So when you spin the umbrella, you find the rain drop. They will drop faster, is it? After you stop to rotate, they still drop. So also is a inertia. Okay, then we go to this one. A lorry with full load that take a longer time to stop. Okay, longer time to stop means they are too heavy already. Mass higher, inertia also higher. Okay, this was the floating of the sinking of the submarine in the sea. That's not related because this one is a sink and also float. Okay, last one, F. Large ship need to turn off the engine for a few kilometers away from the port. Yes, because they cannot stop immediately. So this one is a inertia. Okay, question 5, fill in the blank. Okay, we make an inference. Okay, so from here we find it from overall just now the diagram. The larger the object, the greater. Okay, so that means the larger the mass. When you find the mass become larger, you find it the greater the inertia. Okay, to maintain the original position. Okay, now we fill in the blank for this one situation when they are driving. Safety features such as a car and also reduce the negative effect of the inertia. Okay, let's see the first one. During the collision, when they just collide, okay, the person, when they drive, suddenly you go to collide with the object, okay, or say collide with the car. So you find it prevent the driver from being, okay, what will be come out? You see the diagram. Okay, first one, they go wear the seatbelt. Okay, another one, the airbag to come out. So these two things actually they want to prevent the driver to hit the steering. So from here, the first one should be seatbelt. Okay, number 2 is the airbag. Okay, prevent the driver from being thrown forward. Okay, so from here you can choose. There's a thrown forward due to the, okay, why they were thrown forward? Due to the inertia. Okay, then after that they also can be reduced the effect. Which one can also reduce? The headrest. Okay, you must have the headrest, because when you start to move, your body will go backwards. So if you got headrest, that means the headrest will cover your neck. Okay, they will cover your neck, so you are safe. Okay, now we go to the objective question. Okay, let's see the first one. First one, they're talking about the man. Okay, that takes about 50 seconds to run a distance for 200 meters. Okay, what is the speed? So the question already provide the formula. Can you see here? The speed equal distance over the time. So the speed is 200. So time taken is a 50. So we show the calculation. 200 over the 50. So I find it 20 over the 5. There's a 4. So from here the answer is B. Okay, let's see number 2. Number 2, they say a car they start moving from the stationary. So the keyword stationary means initial velocity is a 0. Okay, after that they move until the velocity become 80. So this one should be the final in 5 seconds. So the question they want to find acceleration. Okay, now the formula is given. Acceleration is a final velocity minus initial velocity over the time. So initial is 0, final is 80. So we take 80 minus 0 over 5. Okay, let's show here. 80 is the final minus the initial over the overall time taken. So I get it, the answer is a 16 ms negative 2. Okay, I think this one the unit they give wrong already, because they want to find acceleration. So the acceleration should be negative 2. Okay, so we're going to change it. So the answer is A. Okay, number 3. Now they show about the electric ceiling fan continue to move slowly while after it's switched off. They cannot stop immediately. They must take some time to slow down, after that stop. So this one is due to the inertia. Okay, then question 4 and 5 is based on this diagram. This one is a ticker tape. Okay, what does the trolley undergo? So from here, can you see the ticker tape? Oh, constant distance. So constant distance, we can say there's a uniform velocity. Okay, we check it. Okay, accelerate then out, decelerate also out. This one they say about the move uniform velocity. So the answer should be the C. Okay, number 5. Okay, number 5, they're talking about the velocity. What is the velocity of the trolley? So they refer this diagram. Okay, now we need to do the calculation, because they say the 50 ticks. Okay, 50 ticks, that means understood 1 tick is 0.02 seconds. Okay, here 5 cm. You need to count 5 cm here got how many ticks. So I count from here 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we got 5 ticks. So 5 ticks you need to multiply 0.02. Okay, so the answer should be 0.1 second. Okay, now we do the calculation. Velocity formula is a displacement over time. So displacement here is a 5 cm. Okay, then this one is 5 ticks multiply 0.02. Then you get the answer is a 50 cm as negative 1. Okay, so because the question using cm, so my answer also cm. So from here the answer is a C. Okay, 6. What is the factor that will affect the inertia? So from here, which one is a big factor that's related with the inertia? So the answer is a mass. Okay, let's go to 7. What is a measurement tool that can be used to measure the length of the distance? So normally the length of the distance that is count by the cm or meter. Okay, that's a big distance. So from here we're using distance measuring wheel. Okay, this one can measure for long distance. Example, you can measure from KL to Malacca. This one is a measuring wheel. Okay, number 2 is laser distance meter. So this one also can be go to further. Okay, but number 3, micrometer screw gauge is no. They want just measure the thickness of the paper. Okay, then the vernier caliper also cannot. This one just measure the thickness of the books. Okay, some books, some diameter of pencil. So 2 and 3, 3 and 4, that one just measure the small thing. Okay, the small distance, the small thickness. So from here we choose the answer is A, 1 and 2. Okay, number 8 also same. They show about the ticker tape chart. Okay, now the movement of the trolley down a runway. So from here you can find it. They keep increasing. They keep longer. So they go to runway mean faster lah. So from here they ask you what's the type of the motion performed by the trolley. This one sure is an acceleration. Okay, we want to make sure is it uniform or not. Okay, when starting is a 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You find it that every time increase is a uniform. So the answer here must be uniform acceleration. Okay, then we go to last one. There's a question 9. Okay, what's the force that affect the free fall of the object? The object fall down. What's the forces will affect? So the first one, if not in air vacuum, they sure got air resistance. So number 2, this one sure got gravitational force. They must have because you want to pull from the earth. Okay, elastic is not related. Elastic is talking about the spring. Okay, normal force is no. So the answer is 1 and 2. Okay, so we complete the objective answer. Now we go through the structure. Okay, let's see the structure. The first one, they show the ticker tape. Okay, there's a movement of the trolley down the runway. So this one arrow means this part is come out first. So this one should be the initial. This one is a final. So can you see they keep increasing? Keep increasing the length means they are moved faster and faster. Okay, so now the table, they show you the measurement of the 5 ticks section. Every strip here got 5 ticks. Okay, so the first one is a 1 cm, 2, 3 until 5. Okay, they want you to draw a histogram for each section of the ticker tape graph paper. Right, okay, now you need to draw the histogram. Histogram means a bar chart. Okay, normally we draw that one is a line graph. Line graph means you plot the cross, then you join the line. That one is a line graph. Now histogram is a bar. 1 bar, 1 bar. Okay, now I start to draw 1 until 5. Okay, this one we call it histogram. There's a 1 bar by 1 bar. Then you join. Just like the ticker tape, you cut, after that you paste. Okay, by refer this one histogram chart, we go to answer the question. Okay, what's the relationship for the length and also ticker tape and also the time? Okay, now you refer here. When the time just longer, you find the chart. What happened? The length will become longer also, is it? So we just answer. As the time increases, the length of the ticker tape also increases. Okay, number C. From the histogram 1A, okay, state the type of the motion. Okay, what do you think about the motion? Is it increasing? Okay, there should be uniform velocity. Is it increasing? So from here you can answer by acceleration. You can say velocity increase uniformly. Okay, D you need to predict. Okay, predict the length of the 6 ticker tapes. So that means I add 1 more ticker tape behind here. What you think about the length? So you just follow lah. Here is 1 until 5. So number 6 one sure is a 6 cm. So this one is a prediction. 6 cm. For the question E, let's see the calculate the initial velocity and final velocity of the trolley by using this formula. Total distance over total time. Okay, so from here they want to find the initial velocity first. So I show the chart first. Initial velocity means 1 cm. Okay, 1 cm inside got how many ticks? They got 5 ticks. So 5 ticks we know there's a 0.1 second. So the calculation is 1 cm over 0.1 second. That's a 10 cm as -1. Okay, how about the final? Final, we just take this one, the last one, the ticker tape. So there's a 5 over 0.1 also. So I get it 50 cm as -1. Okay, so from there, we need to do the calculation for the next one. Okay, the next one, they want to find the acceleration. So acceleration, just now we count already. Okay, just now our answer is how many? 50 and also 10, is it? 50 minus 10. Okay, but the time interval you need to know. Okay, let's see the time interval first. Okay, we need to jump. Okay, remember, when you count acceleration, you need to jump. Okay, so from here, from the first one, go to second one, I jump. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, if you want to jump, it's okay. You just take here, got 5 ticks. Okay, sorry, it's a 5 bar. You take the 5 bar, go to -1, then it becomes 4. Okay, so straightforward, I show you the calculation. 50 minus 10. Okay, then 0.1 is a 1 bar time taken. Okay, 4. 4 means already is minus. 5 minus 1. Okay, so final 40 over 0.4. So the answer for acceleration is 100 cm as -2. So this one is a acceleration. Okay, then we go to section C. Okay, this one is an essay question. Some of the example. Okay, let's see A. In the event, okay, don't find that the major flood. Okay, so supply by the food and also the medicine, they are sometimes necessary to drop from the A. Okay, because you take the helicopter from the area, after that you drop. So this one supply will usually be damaged due to the high velocity when it hit to the surface of the earth. So from here they say you must using the principle of working of the parachute. Okay, explain. How come the damage of the supply drop from the A can be reduced? So that means you think about, imagine. So the food and other medicine you drop from the high location. So that one the velocity should be very high. When they hit to the ground, what happened? All the thing will be damaged. So from here they want you using the principle working for the parachute. If the object they join with the parachute and go down, so that will reduce the damage of the object. So from here they want you to explain how to reduce. Okay, so from here first one we need to state about problem. What's the problem we face now? The problem is the food and medicine. Okay, they drop from the A. Okay, then they produce high velocity. Okay, when they drop to the earth, then after that the food and medicine damage. So this one is a problem. Actually, we can find from the question. We just join some of the keyword become one sentence. So let's see the answer. The food and the medicine supply drop from the A are damaged. So this one is a problem. Okay, so from here number 2, they ask you how to solve this one problem. Okay, so we how to solve. They're using the parachute, is it? They're using the parachute to reduce. So from here we go to see how to answer number 2. Okay, now we go and see number 2. They ask about solution of the method. Okay, solution of the method from here. 4 marks, maybe you can get 2 points. So first one you get 1 marks. Second one maybe you give 2 points. So that means they can cover the 4 marks. Okay, let's see the first point. Okay, first point they say they put the decreasing the high velocity. How to decreasing the high velocity? Maybe they lower. Okay, the helicopter they lower until to the ground, then they drop the medicine and food. So this one can reduce the velocity. Okay, number 2, we're talking about this one. Explain how the damage of the supply drop from the A can be reduced. Okay, now they say by using the working parachute. So from here, we attach the parachute. Okay, attach the parachute to the food and also medicine supply. So from here, they can reduce the velocity also. Okay, so this one is a 2 point. How to answer the solution to method. Now you need to explain. Okay, explain the method. Either you want to say about the height, either you want to say about the parachute. Okay, let's see the answer here. Okay, now we go to answer the question number 3. Let's explain the method. Okay, let's see how to explain this method. We want to reduce the velocity of the food and also medicine when they just drop to the earth's surface. So from here, the first one is The food and the medicine they supply, they drop from the A will change from the free fall to non-free fall. Okay, free fall the situation means vacuum. Okay, non-free fall means they got related with the air resistance. So from here, if you at the top, that means you not yet come down to the ground, they just drop at the A, you find it there's a free fall. Because we don't have more of the air resistance. Okay, if you don't have any air resistance, they will drop faster because they just pull by the gravitational force. Okay, if you just go to near to the ground, so you find it, they got air resistance. Air resistance will be affected the object to fall down because the resistance is acting upwards. Then your gravitational force is go downwards. So the object when it just come down becomes slow. Okay, another explanation, you say the food and the medicine they supply experience the action of the gravitational force downwards. Okay, then the air resistance force is go upwards. So finally, the velocity of the food and the medicine supply can be reduced. Okay, so the first step we're talking about fall and non-free fall, then you need to explain. Okay, at the A is what happened, then after that when it just go downwards, then what happened. Okay, B. This one B, they're talking about the diagram. Okay, the feather and also the small stone, they are fall in the vacuum. Okay, vacuum means don't have any air resistance. Suppose both must be reached to the bottom at the same time. Because you don't have any air resistance to affect. You just pull by the gravitational force. Okay, now you need to study the information here and also you need to conduct the concept of the free fall. Okay, your answer must be based on the following. So this type of the question we got format. Okay, we see how to write the answer. Okay, write down the result in the diagram too. What's the result? The result must be the bird feather and also the stone will reach the ground, reach to the bottom at the same time. Okay, you also can say these two will pull only by the gravitational force. Okay, we check the answer. Okay, bird feather and also the small stone, they fall at the same velocity of acceleration. This one also can. You can say about they pull by the gravitational acceleration. You also can say they fall down with the same velocity or you say same acceleration. Okay, second question you also can give this one. The bird feather and the small stone, they reach to the base of the cylinder at the same time because they only just pull by the gravitational acceleration. Okay, then we go to number 2. Okay, number 2 is talking about two common characteristics of the object that experience the free fall. So you're just talking when free fall, what common characteristic? Okay, first one we know when the free fall, they just pull by the gravitational force and they move with the gravitational acceleration 10. Okay, so from here, so that one is a two characteristics. So we're going to see the answer. Move with the gravitational acceleration, then only affected by the gravitational force. So this is a 2 point. One is an acceleration, another one is a force. Okay, so from here we give 2 already. So this one is a 2 marks. Okay, number 3, you give one example for the object that does not undergo the free fall. Okay, you cannot say you free fall in the air resistance. That one also still can say half free fall. We want totally non-free fall. Okay, so we drop the object in the water. When they drop in the water, we cannot say free fall already because they got water affected. Okay, so number 4, you need to relate the common characteristic to construct the concept of the free fall. Okay, I want you to concentrate this question. When you see concept of free fall, so your answer must be start from free fall. So your answer is free fall is. Okay, remember when this question call you to give the concept of something, so you must start by the object is. So from here the object is a free fall. So you just say free fall is what? Okay, so after that how to answer, you just copy this one. Copy just now you give two common characteristics. So I show you first, then you see the format how to answer. Free fall is a motion. So because free fall is a process, so you're talking about motion. If they say the concept of the inertia, You must say inertia is the concept is what. Okay, so if there's something about concept of the velocity, so you must say velocity is okay, answer it. So from here they're talking about free fall. So free fall is a motion that move with, okay, then we copy just now the characteristic. A gravitational acceleration and only affected by the gravitational force of the earth. Suppose I just copy just now the two common characteristics. Okay, if the two common characteristics you give another one, then your concept you must follow. You just want to copy the just now common characteristic. So that means make sure your common characteristic is correct. Then after that your concept must be correct. Okay, so we no need to do so many things. Important, you need to write the common characteristic is correct. Then the following you just copy. So from here, remind you again, free fall is a motion. Then after that, copy the two common characteristics, move with gravitational acceleration, and only affected by gravitational force of the earth. Okay, so this one is what is the answer from the topics force and motion. Okay, student, you need to do the exercise. There's a summative practice from your textbook. They got 3 pages. Okay, so make sure you are complete the question. You can do inside your foolscap paper. You also can do inside your exercise book. This one answer I will discuss for the next lesson. So I show you what you need to do. Copy the question first. Okay, this one's the first, followed by the question 3 and 4. 5, 6, the 7. Okay, so we just copy the question. So if you can do it, you just answer. So that means the next lesson we check this one question. So hopefully you understand. If not understand, you also can be text me. I will reply you. Okay, just thank you for your watching. Have a nice day.